Welcome back, friends. As we were studying about food science, so in today's video, we are going to cover classification of food science. Like today, we are going to study functions of different food groups, like what food performs in our body, why we are eating, right? So, according to the functions, food can be classified into energy yielding foods, body building foods, protective and regulatory foods, health maintaining foods. Right? Different food components give different types of nutrition, and that nutrition is used for different purposes in our body. Right? We need energy to do work, we need energy cells to maintain our body, we need nutrients for vital functions in our body organs, for maintaining our life, for the body cycles, different functions or different like repairs, maintenances in our body to maintain the temperature of our body, for the digestion of food, starting from the chewing till the assimilation or transportation of the nutrients in the blood, and then its usage in the cells, right? So these all are the functions of foods in our body. Like if we take food that get ingested, digested, assimilated in our body and transported through the bloodstream and moved to the cells where it is needed, then only we are able to perform the task, right? So from functional classification of foods we have energy yielding foods. वो फूड्स जो हमें एनर्जी देते हैं, कौन से फूड्स होते हैं? कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, राइट? बेसिकली कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, फैट्स एंड प्रोटीन्स, दे आर कॉल्ड एनर्जी yielding foods. They provide energy to carry out various professional, household and recreational activities. हम एनर्जी होती है तभी हम काम कर पाते हैं. So each gram of carbohydrates and proteins gives us 4 kilocalories, and fat gives us 9 kilocalories. We have to memorize this thing, as paper setter can ask this question, that how many calories we can have from 1 gram of carbohydrates, 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of fats, right? So the basic foods for the carbohydrates, proteins and fats are cereals, pulses, nuts, seed roots and tubers. Then we have pure carbohydrates like sugars, fats and oils, right? Like for example, if anyone is feeling very low, बीपी लो हो जाता है, तो हम उसे क्या देते हैं? कॉफ़ी देते हैं बना के, है ना? अगर और बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाता है तो पानी के बीच में चीनी और नमक घोल के देते हैं, ताकि इंस्टेंट शुगर अंदर जाएगा तो इंस्टेंट एनर्जी मिलेगी, ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल हाई होता है. सो that is basically the energy yielding food which we require to perform different activities. Next is bodybuilding food, the food which helps us to maintain our body, for the growth, for the maintenance, for the repair of tissues, cells, etc., right? So protein is known as a bodybuilding food. Now bodybuilding food, this is divided into two groups, plant source and animal source. Like some of us are vegetarian and some are non-vegetarian. So from the plant sources we have proteins from the pulses, nuts and oil seeds. We all know pulses, nuts, dry fruits, right? And oil seeds, these are like, we can have pumpkin, chia, sunflower seeds, different types of oil seeds, right? We are using oils from these seeds, vegetable oils. And then from the animal sources we have egg, milk, meat and fish, etc., from the non-vegetarian part. So next we move towards protective and regulatory foods, like foods which perform the basic necessity functions in our body for the protection, for the regulation of our different organs, body systems. We need all these foods, right? So foods rich in protein, minerals, vitamins are known as protective and regulatory foods. These are essential for health and regulate activities such as maintenance of body temperature, muscle contraction, control of water balance, clotting of blood, removal of waste products. So these are divided into two parts: plant source and animal source. First we have animal source: milk, egg, fish and liver. And then we have plant source: green leafy vegetables and fruits, right? Got it? Next we have health maintaining foods. Now health maintaining foods are the foods which consist of phytochemicals and antioxidants that helps in preventing degenerative diseases. Like, if for example we will discuss about the cancer. What is cancer? Cancer starts with the multiple growth of a cell, right? Cells are growing every second, right? But it may be mislead and moves into wrong way, right? The growth may extend, right? So that can lead to cancer or somewhat heart diseases, liver collapse or anything like. So the health maintaining foods which we need to eat every day are whole grains, soya bean, green leafy vegetables, fruits and vegetables, spices which are rich in phytochemicals and antioxidants. We all know the spices or vegetables which are rich in phytochemicals and antioxidants. We all are using garlic, ginger, cumin seeds, different spices in our kitchen that contains antioxidants that are helping in maintaining our health, right? We'll study the topic of phytochemicals and antioxidants in detail because that is important from our point of exam. But right now we need to have general information about the phytochemicals and antioxidants. So next here we need to study about the food pyramid. So as you can see in the picture, we have the picture of food pyramid. Food pyramid consists of all the nutrients which we have studied earlier, right? Here in the classification of foods, like our food pyramid have, you can see in the picture, we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 sections, right? First one, this is the first section, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth sections, right? So we have the first section which is this section. This is the bigger one, right? Then we have the smaller sections when we go upwards, right, in this direction. So we can see we have carbs here in the bigger section. Then we have vegetables and fruits like proteins, minerals, vitamins, right, in this section, right? And after that we have milk products, non-veg products, all that. And in the last section, this section, we have fats and oils, right? So this is the quantity, like we have studied 60 to 70% of, right, 60 to 70% of carbs we need in our diet, right? And then we need to have after carbs we need to have proteins 10 to 12%, right? And then same as in case of fats and oils, and a little bit of sweets, right? So this is the food pyramid, which tells us about the quantity of food items, nutrients we need to consume. And in the same topic, we have my plate. This is my plate, what I was telling you about. This is my plate. So this is the ideal plate which an individual needs to have daily. The 1/4 portion consists of fruits, 1/4 consists of grains, proteins and vegetables, and the dairy products. Right, this is the ideal plate which we need to have the balanced diet nutrition. Right, so that's all for today. We have studied food pyramid and my plate in detail. So I hope you will apply this knowledge in your daily life. We will meet again in the next video. If you have any query, please write in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.